Well, hello, good morning, or afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. And things are going a little bit better this morning in the terms of Microsoft and their servers. I've loaded in twice this morning, actually 3 times. I've loaded in 3 times this morning. And all 3 times have been successfully loaded in. I would say no more than I'd say no more than like 4 minutes to actually get into the system. And on top of that, I do have some third-party add-ons installed. Now we will take a look at those momentarily, but the first thing I want to do is I want to look at the Cessna Carrier 408, because this is a plane that I was super excited to try yesterday, and unfortunately it just would not load whatsoever. So we're going to take a little walk around here. This beautiful 408. It is a gorgeously done model. I think this is another Asobo aircraft, and one thing that Asobo's done really well is they have really good exterior visual status, and you know, the interior is just equally as good. But you know, one of the other cool things is I forgot that they added in this heat blur from exhaust. You know, that's not on. I don't think it's on any other default aircrafts in 2020. We got a little bit of icing on the wing here, throwing some pitot heat. But this is a very nice aircraft. So I've done one minor little test flight with it, just to kind of see how it would perform, and pretty good so far. So yeah, this is really nice, really nice. We are here in Denver for the first flight. Denver's looking nice and calm. This is kind of why I picked it. New aircraft. It's always nice to test in a nice, relatively calm location. One thing that's interesting, though, I'm noticing is that the altitude seems to be off a bit. It's not every time, but it does seem to happen more times than not. So something to keep in mind going forward. Another thing is, here's a huge tip for you. A huge tip. If you go into the marketplace here, now I know the marketplace is not active yet, but if you click on, well, I guess we can't do it. Shoot. Okay, we'll do it here at the end of this flight. I'll show you. It's really cool. I don't think a lot of people know about it, but it's super beneficial. Super beneficial, especially as time goes on. We're going to go ahead and add in more third-party stuff. Like I said yesterday, if you watched my stream yesterday, I do plan on going more with the basic flight sim stuff this time around. With 2020, I had so many things in the community folder. This time, I'd like to reduce that a bit and focus just on the core sim. Alright, parking brake is released. Bring those throttles up. One thing I can't seem to figure out with this plane is how to get to the conditioner. Oh, my windshield's icing up here. I can't get the conditioner to work. I have it bound, but I cannot get that conditioner to stick. Alright, so let's go ahead and add some trim to it. This is very dangerous because we are iced up here in the cockpit. Let's see if we can find the prop here. Prop heat, wing stabilizer, whatever that is. Where's the windshield? De-icer. Landing lights. Should be here, right? High, prop, stabilizer, over speed. On. Yeah, it looks like it's on. Alright, I guess we're just waiting. Alright, let's pull back the throttle a little bit. We're in the inner ring. That's what you're hearing that beeping from. Alright, we're at our 5,000. We're going to try to arm the AP. So Alt and autopilot on, and then we're gonna go to heading mode. Okay. And I can't tell if the icing is going away or not. Kinda looks like it is. Kinda looks like it is. Let's see. Stall, blah, blah, overspeed. Wing stabilizer on. Prop heats are on. Windshield heats on. Or high. Yeah, so it should be fine. Alright. So we're just gonna take this little Cessna. We'll go to this first airport here. That's up, so 01V. So direct to 01 and a V. And then activate. Let's go on down. Whoops. Ah, sugar. One V. Enter. Why can't I get out of it? What's the problem here? Alright, there we go. It's been a little weird. Alright, we're gonna go to this first airport and just kind of see how this plane lands. But again, it's really, really cool looking. This is the plane I was super excited for. As I do more GA, I think this will be the plane that I use the most. Because it's very similar, it's kind of that mix between a Kodiak and a Caravan. Very, very similar. Alright, swing on over to the left here. But like I said, servers are looking pretty good. Jumped on this morning. About an hour ago, just to kind of see how things were working. Is that the button way? I'm sure it looks like it. Alright, I guess that's where we're landing. So yeah, jumped on about an hour ago and got loaded in right away. Like, the issues of yesterday, at least as of right now, seem to be gone. And you can actually get in and fly your planes. And it looks like, from what I can tell, it looks like all the planes are now active and working. So that's really, really cool. Last night, see, we finally got in at about 1 yesterday, the second time around. And I stayed in until about 8. At 8, I was like, okay, well, it's time for me to work on some other stuff, eat some food, kind of chillax for the night, because it's going to be a long week. So I got out of it at 8, and they were still having their server issues around that time. But after the stream yesterday, I spent a lot of time just figuring out controls. One thing that was causing an issue was the binding, the camera bindings. So for example, for some reason I could set a bind, but sometimes it wouldn't let me get back to that camera config. I couldn't load back into it. And so the first thing I did this morning was I tested that, and it works. So it must have been just a bug. And had I exited yesterday, again, I would not have got back into the sim, but I would have been able to adjust the camera binds. So, lesson learned. But yesterday, of course, was a fluke. You did not want to exit the sim at any point if you were in it. This plane sounds really good, though. It sounds really good. So far, the little bit I've hand flew it, it felt really good. And now we're about to test if I can land it. Alright, let's get us on path for this runway. It's a long strip, but it's a thin strip. And we're going to be landing with the wind to our back, which you're not supposed to do, but, you know, we're in a sim, we're going to have fun. Alright, AP off, my aircraft, runway in sight. Let's reduce the speed. and I have no idea what the touchdown speed is with this plane. I'm gonna guess somewhere between 60 and 80. It's a light bird, so I'd very much assume in that area, but never assume. I did also try career mode yesterday, and we'll probably do some of that today. It's pretty cool. It's basic, and you know, for me, someone who's not huge with the 152, 172, a little low here on approach, I think. It takes a little bit of use to, but I picked St. Paul as my my main airport. And the cool thing about the career mode is that you do flights all over the world. You don't have to do flights just in your area as you get missions unlocked. So that's really cool. I was expecting it to be something similar to like APL, or not APL, sorry, like On Air or Neofly, where you're kind of stuck in your region. That is not the case. All right, we'll go full, I think we are full flaps. All right, full flaps are set. We're going real fast, I feel, for this landing.
200.
Really thin strip. Thankfully it's long. It's got nice callouts. Touchdown now, touchdown. Come on. There's a touchdown. Let's get reversers out. This bird stops though, man. Those reversers are powerful. I'm not sure if they're realistically powerful. Okay, well, not bad. Here's something huge though. Like, people asked yesterday about the physics. Like, do I feel the physics are better? Yeah, like that touchdown alone, I think, should tell you how cool, like how smooth it was, right? It was super smooth. So let's stop here. Let's parking brake it. And let's exit this plane. Let's take a walk around this area. Let's not get killed by the props. So I spent some time walking around yesterday too, and it is gorgeous, man. Like, this sim is something. Obviously, once you get into the photogrammetry areas, it's, you know, it's what you expect. It's satellite imagery, it's doing the best it can. It's not going to be perfect. It's the nature part that's really, really cool. Like, okay, look at this, look at the tree here, look at the shadow effect. It's such a small thing, but the sun's here, so these are brighter, right? And these are darker, just like in real life. The shadow's casting off of this tree onto this tree, but there's nothing there's no light interfering here, so this is super bright. But these leaves are casting a shadow off of these ones, so these are darker. It's such a small detail that makes it even more realistic. Like this, listen, I spent a lot of time in the middle of nowhere, North Dakota, Minnesota. And this is what it looks like right here. Right? This is what North Dakota looks like. This is downtown Fargo, as they said in Deadpool and Wolverine. What's going on, Allie? Welcome on in. Did you get to play yesterday? This is exactly what it looks like, right? I ain't lying. This is the truth. Okay? This here, I took a lot of pictures in that area, and this is like a picture I've taken. And the shadows, the lighting, it is so realistic. They got different colored tree here because of the season. You got a different tree altogether here, like a bush. Do you know when next Microsoft Flight Sim comes out? This is out now. Flight Sim 2024 is out. This is what it is. We got some random person in a van here. That's weird. But I suppose that this is for the fuel. This is the load up here. So this is so cool. I don't know what's with the random vans though. That's kind of funky, right? Let's hop back into the Cessna. Oh, my engines. Oh, did they turn off? No, they're on. The shadow is just kind of slowing. Why does it look like you took a camera with you? Because that's the walking. That's the avatar So you can exit your plane. Here's my feet, right? And this is walking around your plane. Now, not all planes have this. Anything that's in 2020 won't have this feature initially. And some of the planes for 2024 don't quite have this working either. There was the Cessna 400 doesn't have it, I think it was. Should we try to fly back to Denver? Let's try going back to Denver. The other thing is, I don't know if we can see it here. See a little bit of the dirt here. I love the bouncy. The physics are so much better. Ooh, a little bouncy there. Take it easy, take it easy. Take it easy, going a little too fast for this bounciness. Alright, we're gonna make a turn here onto this runway. So I don't know a lot about this plane. I do know that it's huge with cargo. FedEx flies it a lot. And it's a relatively new plane. Alright, here we are on the runway. Denver's behind us. Where's our flaps? Flaps are down here. Let's go flap 1. Okie dokie. And let's go ahead and bring up the throttle. This plane is so cool though. It's fast too. That truck's trying to play chicken with us, I think. And I think the truck would win. I think the truck would win. So obviously there's issues like that. This isn't actually a road for trucks and vehicles. But, you know, hey, it's a flight simulator. Oh, pulled up a little fast on that one. I do gotta work on, I gotta adjust my sensitivities for sure. They're still really sensitive. Which is interesting because, well, I guess that's how they were in 2020. I just had them, I had the sensitivity adjusted. Alright, so let's bring those flaps up. Yeah, this plane hand flies really nicely. I wanted this plane, like I said, so bad. And now that I have it, maybe let's not go to Denver. Let's find another airport. Let's try to find another small one. What do we got here? Actually, this is a bigger airport here. Let's go over there real quick. Wait, inside the plane of the screen, it looks like you're playing an older version of Flight Sim. Inside the plane? No, look at this, dude. Shadows. The shadows right there alone tell you this is not 2020. You see how crisp and clean that is? That's ray tracing shadows. There's no jaggedy lines. This is 2024. Good morning, Fry. Welcome in. Fry, did you get to fly yet? Okay, so there's a runway in front of us. Let's see, the wind's coming in our direction, so we got a headwind right now. We do have a runway over here, but I think we're a little high to make it there. Look at the shadows off that. That was cool. You see the shadows that came up here? Is that a runway or a taxiway? This gotta be a runway. Alright, we're gonna try this runway. We're going real fast, though. It's a bad idea. Not yet. Oh, no, come on, Fry. Okay, we're not gonna make that runway. I don't even know if that is a runway. We'll swing around this way. You didn't even install it yet? Oh, man. Well, I guess, you know, for all the technical issues yesterday, let the bugs get worked out right, and then jump on into it. We are gonna try the iFly today. We're gonna see if that works. I was going to do an airliner flight yesterday, off stream. I was going to do the Asobo 737 Max. Got it all loaded. Everything was going grand. And then, what was it? I went to take off and the plane would not get off the ground. It just would not get off the ground. Going to wait until it settles down? I hear you. It makes sense. I'm so much a person that likes to have the latest and greatest. And if this is the plane that I'll fly the most, I'm happy with it. I'll be settled. This might be the start of how 2024 or 2020 was for me when I went all GA pretty much.
400.
Is it possible to save controls? No, from my understanding, no. But with that said, it does seem like some carry over. It does seem like some carry over. Alright, here we go. Steady. Steady. Hold it. Look at that. When will the Phoenix work? Oh gosh, good luck with that one. The Phoenix uses the external app, so I think that's what's causing the problem. Like, I checked their Discord this morning to see if that was working, and from my understanding, it is not. The Phoenix is not working. But L65, for controls, they do kind of carry over. So if we go to settings real quick, and why I'm saying they kind of do is because if we go into the Bravo here, that's the stick I use, and if we click on this again, button 26, I did not set this up. Okay, I did not set toggle feather switch 1. I also had to switch that input. So this one here, the prop axis, this is the one for feather. I had to set that up in the system, which means that it's carrying over, but it's not carrying over properly. And we found that out yesterday as the day went on. Did I mostly got everything working now. Ooh, plane just took off on its own. I think there's a few things that I need to look at still. I think there's a few things, but for the most part, I think I'm mostly set up now. It took me pretty much all day yesterday to get things correct. And the other thing that's goofy is that there are just some weird issues in it with the controls. Like sometimes they'll... I don't know, it's weird. It's weird to... Sometimes they work how they're supposed to and other times they don't. I do need to figure out what's going on here. This is a conditioner, but this is... My conditioner lever is not working for that whatsoever. So I don't know if I had a different key. Maybe it's not called conditioner. I have it set for mixture and conditioner. Can you play on mobile? No. Definitely not. This is not a mobile title whatsoever. Alright, let's get my trim set up here. And let's engage AP. AP is on. Why are we climbing still? Take it easy. Come down. Okay. Why is it climbing though? Something's going on here. Let's go VS. Disconnect it. That's weird. Let's go 6,000. Let's turn off everything here. That's off. Altitude's off. AP on. Alt hold. And heading mode. It's not holding the altitude. Oh, hold on, we're going to 6,000, so maybe it's doing its thing now. Kind of, sort of. Do you know if all your airplanes are stored locally or initiated from the cloud? It's all on the cloud. It's all on the cloud. Now, you will have the ability, it's not enabled yet, to download them locally if you wanted to. Yeah, what the hell? It's cruising past. Let's go to VS and let's set it at 0. Alright, well there's definitely a known bug here. AP was working and then all of a sudden it broke. Face reveal? No. I rarely do the cams. Just a personal preference. I don't know. I feel like if I'm watching a sim, it's for the sim, not for the person, like their face. Here the commentary is fine, but my personal preference. Alright, so there's an airport up here on the left of us. Let's see if we can spot that one. We'll land there. And then let's try another place. I wish they'd give you an option to run locally except for scenery. Yeah, well, like I said, you'll have the option to download 20... oh, there's the airport there. You'll have the option to download the aircrafts. That's a small-ass little airport. Or landing strip there. Right here? That's gonna be a challenging one. Okay. I don't... And then you can also do... oh, I gotta do something here real quick. How old are you? Like 23? No, I wish I was 23. I'm old now. I'm an old man. I'm a grandpa without kids. Master autopilot. Toggle master autopilot. There we go. Let's search for inputs real quick. And... okay, should be good. I lost the airport now. Right there. Okay. Alright, AP off. My aircraft. I am almost 40. Almost 40. Alright. To the right. Oh, I had flaps up this whole, or flaps down this entire time. I did try Flight Recorder. It is bugged like a mother. To say it politely, it is really bugged. I was actually look at this. This is cool. This you can right here. You can tell it's not 2020. It's bringing the light from the propellers, the shadows, into the cockpit. That's so cool. I tried. I was gonna do a what's it called? Like a cool video of the PC-12 last night. So I did the flight. Where the hell did that airport go? Uh-oh. That's not it up there, is it? I lost it. Where'd it go? Is that one it? Well, let's find a new one, because I lost it. Yeah, anyways, like, it bugged really badly. It bugged really badly. It was cutting in the plane in and out during the camera. Like, there's two settings for the camera. You can do, like, chase plane, and then I can't remember what the other one's called, follow along or something. But it was cutting the plane out. Like, the plane would be there and then disappear. And then it would come in, but only the cockpit's there. And that could be because of the cloud stuff, but I don't know for sure. The audio was off as well because it was taking the audio from real time versus in sim time. So I wonder if that makes sense or not. Like, it was giving stall warnings because my controls weren't set where they were supposed to be during the process of the flight. Do you like news KSI new song or it suck? I don't know what that is. I wonder if Asobo will increase the capacity of servers based on what has happened. I did hear, I don't know if this is true, because this is, what's it called? From Reddit and, you know, Discord and whatever, but I've heard that they might be adding a new server, or another server or two. But the issues were not the server itself, it was the I can't say the word. It was the authorizing of the account. Authentication. What was happening is they had so many people trying to jump on, and it was failing to confirm. Is that an airport there? No. It was trying to verify that you had a license. I think that's a runway there. Let's try that one. That looks like a nice dirt runway to try. If I can find it again. Streamlabs is a bot, yes. It's called Thick of It. I'm not a big music person. Like, I don't stay up to date with the latest music. I'm still back in, like, the 2000s. Eminem. Eminem, Dr. Dre. Actually, it's funny, I was, on Monday, for some odd reason, I got into a loop of listening to Tupac music. Again, don't ask me why, I just kind of... I was in YouTube, I was searching some other stuff, and then one of his songs popped up, and then all of a sudden I find myself 2 hours later listening to YouTube music, old Tupac stuff. Alright. Let's make a turn here. You should hear it, funny as hell. Alright, now let's find this damn runway. This is going to be a shorter runway, I think, based on what it looked like. So, is that it right there? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Let's get the speed down a little bit. Let's bring those flaps down. 500 call. Slow this bird down. Doesn't like... That's one thing I notice is these planes...
400.
I have a harder time slowing them down. And I don't know, again, I don't know if that's realistic or not. It also doesn't help that I don't know what the proper landing speed is for this plane. We'll go full flap so we can get lower speed. We're really bouncy here. Steady. Steady. It's a little bit of a incline. Steady. Oh boy. Hold it. Hold it. Drop it. Drop it. Oh boy. Go around. Going around. Ooh. That was crazy. That was cool. I was getting so much extra turbulence from the ground. It's just so shaky. Alright, flaps going up. We're going to try it again, though. We're not giving up the first time. When you start up the first time, does it download all the premium deluxe features? So, yesterday it did not. Yesterday it gave me only the standard stuff. I like the sun. It's better looking now, too. But after the first load, it said something about deluxe stuff will be installed the next time you restart. So I restart it, and that's where there was that almost 2 hours before I can get back into the sim. But then when I restarted, it gave me partial aircrafts, but it was a known issue. It was the authorizing issue that was still apparent. So this morning, from what it looks like, I have all the aircrafts. There are a bunch of planes there. A bunch of planes. Alright, we're going to try this landing one more time. And then I'm going to show you a trick I learned. If I can find the runway again. Because this is super important for those who have 2024 installed on a smaller drive. Oh Christ, where's the runway? Is that the runway? Did I miss it? Yeah, I missed it. Dang it.
500.
Alright, slow it down, take it easy. Take it easy. I want to land on this runway. I want to do it. Oh god, I really overshot it. Alright, this isn't gonna work. There's not enough. We're gonna have to go around again.
300.
Talk about landing challenge here.
400.
Alright, so now we're about 180. So I'm gonna set my course heading if I can. So I at least have an idea of where the runway direction is. Alright, see if that helps. Alright, we'll go out just a little bit and then we'll come on in for the arrival. Let's make sure we keep it nice and slow. Because that was a problem the first time. We're a little hot. Alright, I think we're far enough. Let's go ahead and make our turn. I like the shadow. It's a blob. I think that's a little bit more realistic than the actual outline of the plane. I want to land here because then I can also walk around. Brawl Stars? What is that? Is that like a mobile all-star kind of what's that Nintendo game called? Okay, there's the runway. What's that Nintendo thing called? Smash Bros? Smash Brothers, right?
500.
Alright, here we go. Flaps.
400.
Slow it down. Take it easy.
400.
Yes, it recognizes the Alpha and Bravo. Again, it does seem to carry over some controls, but not 100% correctly.
200.
It does have two of my... I'll have to check again this morning, I suppose, but it had two of my Turtle Beach velocity rudder pedals in there for some reason. One's not responsive, though. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Steady.
100.
Hold it.
100.
Hold it. Looking good. Cut the throttle.
100.
Hold it. Hold it. Alright, that was good. Oh. We're bouncing. Take it easy. Reverse. Hitting the bush. Hey, we did it. We landed. Uh-oh. We're stalling it out. Oh, fighting game 3 versus 3. Okay, yeah, so it's like the Smash Brothers things. That's kind of cool. The ground physics, man. Like, the landing is so much easier. It's easier to feel like it's a smoother landing. Alright, let's stop here. Park and brake, and let's take a walk. Oh, get killed by that. This is so cool. Supercell. Oh, Supercell. Okay, yeah. Supercell, they've made a couple of really good games. It's so cool. I need to find somewhere that has, like, the animals. Go on a safari hunt. It'd be cool if you can do the safari hunt. Maybe you can do the safari hunt in free, what's it called? Free flight. All right, so here's what I was going to tell you earlier. Fry, if you're still in it, this is super important. So, because community folder and all that jazz, you go into the marketplace here, okay? And again, the marketplace is not active right now. Not active yet. But if you go to my library, okay? And now, if you click on this little button, you'll see all of my... Oh, never mind. Well, you should have seen all my... Oh, here, maybe this is it. What's this? Oh, this is my 2020 stuff that's carried over. Huh, wonder why it's not showing me. Anyways, if you click on this little gear here, you can change where your community folder is located. So here's my install path for Flight Sim. I don't know what limitless is. Like, I'm confused by that. But anyways, this is the install path I have. So this is where my Flight Sim is. If you don't change it, it defaults to your C drive. And as you know, if you have a lot of stuff in your community folder, that C drive's going to load up pretty dang fast. So I have it installed in the location of where the old community folder would be within 2020. And then, of course, you have to restart the sim to take advantage of that stuff. So, super big there. I did not get to see all your stream yesterday, but I assume you can configure hardware for each plane. Yes, you can. Now, I have everything set for the same. Because honestly, with 2020, I didn't really have to change much. But yeah, you can. How is it here? Let's see. If you go to free flight, if you click on your plane, where is it now? I can't remember where it is. I don't remember if you do it. I think when you load in, you would select which one you have. Yeah, so you can set your profile for whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, here's the plane. So you would set it up, and then you do specific controls for that plane. So everything can be custom set up. But it looks like so I still have 2 rudder pedals for some reason, but one works and one doesn't. This bottom one doesn't, but this one does work. Really quick, let me go into my alpha. And let's see if I can adjust the sensitivity. I did bring it down a little bit, but let me look at my screenshots from 2020. 00400. So dead zone was 4, so let's bring that up to 4. I don't know if that's the same though. It seems, oh, that's percentages. This isn't percentage. Oh boy. Let's just do that for now. That was 0. Reaction, there's no reaction anymore. That's gone. It also doesn't move. The axis doesn't move, which is really weird. When you like physically turn it, it doesn't move. I'm gonna try like that. We should make a match. Let's try that. Okay. So, should we live dangerously now? Should we try the iFly? Can I just search for iFly? There's the iFly. Development team livery. Configure. Can we change liveries from here? Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go with United. Let's do the one this one together. Because I already have things set up for that one. Save and go back. We're not gonna do a full flight. This is kind of just a test. Let's go to Chicago. Do Chicago because I want to see if the premium airport's loading now. United's over here. It'll also be interesting to see if my camera settings saved. Because those are saved in a different folder. Those are saved on the C drive, I believe. I don't think they're saved in the community folder. So that'd be interesting. I also don't know why these planes are popping up, because I have AI turned off. And I have multiplayer currently turned off as well. I should probably turn that on. Or no, I think multiplayer's on. I'll check. I tell you what though, I'm not a I've said it before, I'm not a long streamer. I don't have a lot of... My voice isn't accustomed to talking a lot, so I don't have a lot going on there. But man, after yesterday's stream, my throat was bothering me. It felt like sore throat kind of thing. It's better today. It's significantly better. It's working hard to load in. But it's the first time loading the iFly, so... it could also be server issues. I did want to see, though, if O'Hare's been updated. Doesn't look like it. Oh boy, I'm worried about it crashed. I'm worried that it might have crashed. We'll patiently wait, because I know it takes a little bit to load the iFly. But there's a pretty good chance that it crashed. Let me bring up my... Let's see. So it's still using the cores. So something's going on. It's just, again, it might be just loading. Well, we definitely have some core usage still. Core 1, Core 2, Core 3, Core 4 and 5 are all being used still. About 20%. So, we'll wait. We'll wait it out. We'll wait it out. We'll give it 3 minutes. Maybe. Depends on how impatient I am. Although my CPU use, my CPU temp right now is like 30, so... I don't know if it's loading in or not. I read that this plane does work, though, so I was really hoping... I was really hoping it would. Virtual memory is loaded. We have physical memory loaded in. So I don't know if it's a broken or if it's thinking about it. So how is the temperature on the Intel processor with this new sim? Right now 30, today max 73, average is 40. So I'd say on par. On par with 2020. I think it crashed. Yeah, if the infrastructure isn't great, it's gonna have issues for sure. So I don't know if this is a server issue. I don't know if this is a iFly issue. But I think it crashed. That's my thought. It hasn't, the little circle hasn't moved for whatever, it's been 2-3 minutes now. So I think we're gonna have to kill it. Yeah, see, it's at 1% usage now, so it's not even doing anything. Alright, we'll kill it. And we'll try to bring it back up. That's unfortunate. I just hope I just hope they invest in the server side in the long term. I think they will. I think they will. Like, there has to be a reason. I understand, like, the initial size of, not the, well, yeah, the base install for 2020, when you add in the world updates and all that, is super heavy. But if you compare it to Red Dead Redemption, even the NBA game, like NBA 2K, it's within the same numbers. It's not like it's 2 terabytes or a terabyte worth of stuff. And that's been the argument, that it's just a big install size and they were able to reduce it by cloud. So, which is why I've been saying, like, I think the reason they went this direction is because it's a test for the future of gaming. It's their test, at least. Do you know if the sim crashes send a report to Sobo? I don't know. I know that there's a log that gets created, like yesterday when there was the long load thing. It makes a log, but I don't know if that sends it to a Sobo. In the options setting, there's a button that says something like send report. Maybe I can click that button and see what happens. But look at this, we're already at 14%, so again, this isn't as fast as the technical alpha, but the technical alpha didn't have the entire world for access. It also didn't have whatever the amount of people are that's on the server. I read the thing yesterday from Asobo, or no, was it the video? I think it was a video I watched, and they said something like 200,000 people were logging in, and Steam was saying the max was 15 or something. Let me see what it's at now. Yeah, 12. So Steam was saying 12,000. The peak is 24. So Steam peaked to 24 at like 1 o'clock, and then it just tanked because no one could get in. I'm a little concerned now because it's been sitting on the activation. We'll see though. Hey, as long as I have my 408, I'll be happy. It was wild yesterday though, man. I watched a couple streamers throughout the evening, and so many people, I don't understand it, but so many people were watching streamers who weren't even doing anything in Flight Sim. Like, they were doing other stuff, and I was so confused. Like, and I'm talking thousands of people, not just a couple hundred, but thousands of people. I'm like, why didn't you just jump to another streamer that's streaming Flight Sim? Because that's the reason you jumped into that stream to begin with. It was wild. Alright, here we are back into it. Yeah, it looks like they definitely are still having issues, but that's, but that was 3 minutes to get back into it. Alright, we're gonna try the iFly again because I want to see. We're gonna do Minneapolis instead. Maybe a Chicago issue. I want to see if it's iFly. Or if it's just a technical issue. So we're gonna roll the dice again. We're gonna live dangerously here. It might be iFly that's crashing it. Yeah, I think it's iFly. Dang. I really want to use the iFly. Well, we know the Phoenix doesn't work. The PMDG, I believe, does work. But the iFly is just sitting here. It doesn't want to log in, or it doesn't want to load. We'll give it a couple more seconds. Yeah, let's kill it again. Alright, so iFly does not work. iFly does not work. That sucks. I'll have to do some more research because I'm pretty sure I saw that it does work. No, I didn't try the iFly yesterday because I was afraid to exit the sim. Today I'm not concerned about exiting it, at least at this point. Maybe later on in the day it could be worse, but I want to do an airliner flight, but I don't want to use the Asobo one again. I'll try it again. Like I said, I couldn't get off the ground for whatever reason yesterday. It worked flying when I took off from the runway. I also got it to start up. But I couldn't get, when I actually was trying to do an actual real flight, it just wouldn't work. I suppose I could try it now. I could try doing a real flight. See what happens. The Beluga? Oh my god, that's a big plane. If the 306 worked, I would try that potentially. I guess I got the 310 in here. I wasn't a fan of the Inabuild's 320. I tried that yesterday and I don't know. I'm very happy with the Phoenix. I'm very happy with the iFly. Neither one of them work right now. The PMDG, like I said, I believe does work. But I do want to fly, so I think I'll do the iFly. I mean, I'll try the Asobo Max again. Even though it's funky and weird with this feeling, it does work. Kinda. Although we can do career mode too, I suppose. I wonder if anyone's gotten the... Wow, this is loading. Let me look at it. If anyone's gotten the... Let's see. The Windwing FCU working yet. Let's see. FCU... New first. 10 days ago was the last update, so it looks like a negative. It just came out yesterday, so I was not expecting it to work, but that would be cool. It is a shame that they did not give Phoenix... Yeah, I can't believe that. That is crazy. Phoenix is one of the most popular planes in the sim, and they did not have access to it. That is wild. I assume iFly didn't have access to it either. Yeah, but like you said, only the ones in the marketplace. But that is wild. Wild. Like, they brought in these developers, or not developers, they brought in these content creators to do this promo video stuff, right? But yet, major developers they didn't give access to? That is wild. Wild, wild. Alright, let's do a real flight now. Let's do this. We'll leave the iFly alone for now. Let's go max. And here's the Asobo. We can go to config. I'm gonna switch it to passenger version. And then I'm gonna go United. Save and close. And save and back. Alright, let's do the EFB. Yeah, let's do the EFB. Let's do my traditional first kind of flight thing, which I tried doing yesterday. We're going to do Fargo, which is crappy weather there, to probably crappy weather in Minneapolis. So this will be a really hard test. And let's go, I think all we have to do at this point is, let's get flight level. Actually, let's do sim brief load here. So let's go to sim brief. New flight. Supposed to bring it up here so you can all see it. Alright, so United. We're gonna do 516. Fargo to Minneapolis. And why I do this flight is because I'm very used to it. I've done it many, many times, so it's a comfort flight for me. Now we don't have the iFly, so we're just gonna go default, see if that works. Generate it. There's gonna be our first official airliner flight in 2024. If we get off the ground. So flight level 290. We don't have an area stored for that right now. That's all right. All right, let's put this on the side. And then, so flight level 290. Okay. Runway, let's see what SimBrief said, because I didn't pay attention. SimBrief is saying runway 36, so runway 36, and expecting arrival 30 left. Okay, all good. And let's file this with ATC. Okay, that should be good. And then we're going to zoom on in here. And we're going to depart at gate 2. And start flight. I don't know. I didn't see a SimBrief in this plane. The init builds has a SimBrief integration. But this plane I don't believe has SimBrief integration. But I thought I heard or read something that SimBrief is integrated, so I'm confused a bit. I am definitely confused a bit. Alright. So we got good news here. The plane is loading up. And it's beautiful weather right now because it's not on live weather. Alright, so let's walk around real quick because we have to go with chocks. Let's go up here and go to weather. Live weather and spot to get crappy. Because I know they have snow. And there it is. Remove that. And then what else do we have to remove? Oh, we got these things removed too. Those are gone. Remove. I don't know if there's a way, but I hope if there isn't. Y'all need like jackets, man. It's cold out here. I wish there is a way to have it so you don't have to do this. Like it's cool initially, but it's like, I just want to fly. Is there a hope for this flop game? We call it flop. I don't know about that. Okay, so we have some controls initially working. I'm in it, no problem. I got in it, what, 3 or 4 times today, so I'm not sure if flop is the right word to use. Yesterday was a flop. Yesterday was all kinds of server issues, but I got in. I was in for 7 hours. All right, let's save this one here, number 4. Go back here to number 1, and then my tablet is number 5. 5. And then I also like to set up here. This one is going to be number 6. All right, so let's head over to the tablet first. There's no like, what's it called? What am I trying to say? Ground stuff. Which I thought was kind of weird. There's no like APU and our GPU to connect and all that. It's kind of weird. At least I haven't seen it. So I've done a total of 314. Really? I've done 314 nautical miles so far? That's wild. How do I go back? Flight planner. All right, here we go. So we're here. We're departing runway 36, and then we're going to make a turn to the east. External power. Yeah, where is external power? I don't see it. Like it says it's connected here. All right, so on. Probe heats. Nav. Let's get some lights. I do like the lights in here. It's kind of cool. Let's go to AFT and get the APU rolling. We're going up to flight level 290. And then lights. On. Good. Fasten seatbelt. Auto, and arm. Close that. Alright, APU's firing up. Let's go on down yonder. Position. Next. Grab the GPS. Back. Plot the GPS. Route. It already has that in there. Runway 36. We're going to do runway 36, not 18. We are going to be United 516. Okay. Execute. Fuel. How do we load the fuel? That's in here, right? Fuel. Trip fuel 112 pounds. Fuel is saying 8978. Block fuel 8978. And reserves are going to be... Reserves are where? I've gotten accustomed to using a different... Where the hell did I find my reserves at? So route cargo. Let's look at my PDF. Alright. Break it down here. Block fuel. Taxi is going to be 420. That's taxi fuel. Whoops. 420. Alright. Reserves are going to be... where the hell are reserves at? Block fuel, taxi fuel, takeoff fuel. Do 2. And then that's auto done. I'm really confused. I'm just gonna put block fuel in here. 8978. Is this final reserve? Is this that can't be right. We'll just stick with that. Whatever. Does it auto load that then? And passengers. Zero fuel weight should be 145. We're at 99. Okay, so passengers are 142. Cargo is 7810. So we're getting closer to that number. 145. We're off a little bit, but whatever. Yeah, see, it's, something's not adding up here. Passengers and cargo's not adding up to the total payload weight. That's fine. What's this, checklist? No, that's navigation. What's this, clips? Okay, that's charts. Okay, cool. Alright, to that. Total. Yeah, see, it's not totaling that right. Fuel. How do we send it to the plane? I don't understand why it's not sending to the plane. Maybe I have to program it? Okay. Performance menu, reserves, or, oh sorry, 0 fuel weight. I'm gonna go with 2.0 here for reserves. Cost index is going to be 34. And we're gonna climb to flight level 290. The wind at cruise is 317 at 34. Oh, what? We have to do 0, 3, 4? Okay, can't do that. It already has that set. Execute. And N1, take off. Flaps are going to be 5. CG is set, and V speeds are in as well. Okay, disregard the fuel, and everything's fine. I am just tuning into this stream and the new version. So is this total cloud base now? How does it work with 2020 if you own the premium version? So everything, if you own the planes from the marketplace in 2020, they'll carry over to 2024. But not all work. Not all work. Takeoff is all set. Good, good, good. Legs. We're doing the Bainey 3 arrival. Does it have that set in here? Nope. Alright, so departure 3-6. Arrival. It's going to be the Bainey 3 arrival. And do I have a VIA? VIA wind. Takeoff speeds deleted. That's fine. Okay. Legs. There we go. Now we're looking better. Looking good. We got vectors. Okay, that's all good. Okay, folks, we're getting there. Let's bring up some brightness in here because it's dark. Let's get rid of that for a second. Bring up that. Go on down yonder. Turn that up. Turn it up more, I guess. Okay. Altimeter's not working. Okay, hold on a second now. That's not what I want to do. Holy crap, look at the weather here. Let's go to controls. And it's already set for that, so if I hit... I went back to the default stuff. Why is the flap still set on that? So, delete. Enter the name for this new input. Hold on now. New input. You should be using these inputs. I don't want to make a new input. Why do I have to make a new input? Altimeter. Altimeter. Keyboard 2024 planes. Oh, here we go. This might be what's going on. .20 planes. That might fix it. Try it again. B. Here we go. Okay. Beat. There we go. Altimeter set. Oh, we gotta get our icing on. Jesus. Oh, it's on. Icing is on. What the hell? Alright, APU is up, so gens are on. Okay, all good there. Let's get all this on. Yaw damper's on. Okay. What else we got here? We'll set that on. Okay, I think we're ready for a push. Huh? Should I be brave enough and try? I have my pushback pro guy working. Well, installed. Let's turn it. Let's see what happens. Let's go there. Uh-oh, what happened? Plan pushback. Okay, so that's all working there. Good. Why is that doing that? Let me get rid of that. There we go. Alright, let's go release the parking brakes. They're released. Start the pushback. Start. Uh-oh. Simulate nose lift. I don't want that. Stop the pushback. Start the pushback. Reverse. Alright, doesn't work. We tried it. Alright, so let's go back up top here. And APU bleed on. Engine number 1. Whoops, wrong one. No, no, no. Engine number 2. It's really dark in here. Let's bring up, let's do the dim. That's still pretty dim. Alright, engine number 2 is coming up. Control P for pushback. Start the clock. Let's get our speed set. Alright, engine number 2 coming up. We do need to set the trim still. Speed 250. Altitude up to 290. Okay. Flight director's on. Flaps. Flaps are broken. Okay, flaps were not showing up here that they were set, but apparently they were. Engine number 2 is coming up. Engine number 2 is up. Engine number 1 now. Engine number 1's coming up. Go back up top real quick. Electric's good. Pushback. Good, thank you. Parking brake is set. This is crazy. Look at this effect in here. This is new. Can't see crap. Let's try the wiper. Wiper, low, low. Wipers aren't wiping. Engine number 2. Oh, they're moving. Engine number 2. Good. Engine number 1 coming up. Alright, let's try flaps now. There we go. Flaps are going. Good, good. Okay, RO on that. Speed brake is set. Folks, I think we might be able to take off today. I'm not sure why there's icing still going on. Alright, engine number 2 is, or sorry, number 1 is on. Go to both. Electric pump 1. Gens 1, or sorry, 2 and 1. APU is off. Off for the auto, and then packs are on. Heats are all on. But it's still like crappy in here. Taxi lights are on. Is parking brake released or no? Released. We have to set trim still. So let's go down here before we go any further. Trim's gonna be set 4 or 5. Where the hell's 4 or 5? Maybe there. All right, 4 or 5 set, good. Our first waypoint is going to be wind. So let's go wind, execute. Why is it so iced in here? It's foggy, it's iced. This is some crappy weather. Alright. Swing on over to the right. This is a great flight to do to showcase the beauty of Flight Sim 2024. Not. Let's see if my FPS is working. Yeah. We're getting 63 right now. I must be missing something because the icing, unless it's broken in this plane, but prop heat, window heat, that's all on. Engine icing, wind. Let's turn all that on, I suppose. Oh. Stay on the taxiway now. Crossing runway 31. All looking grand. All right. We're almost at our runway. I don't like the way this plane turns. Not a huge fan of that. Alright, here we are, runway 36. Landing lights are on. Let's turn off our wipers for now. Surprised they didn't have you move to the de-icing area. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, realistically I should be, but I don't understand why I'm still like all iced up here. Alright, auto throttle is armed. Toga is set. Engines are stable. Let's attempt to go flying. On departure, we're going to hang to the right. We're going to have to give it some major right rudder here. We got winds up to 20 right now. So far, this is better than yesterday's attempt at a flight. Oh, stay on the runway. Stay on the runway. Alright, coming up on V1. Rotating. Stay on the runway. I'm giving it all right rudder. Something's really funky there. I gave it all right rudder. Alright, it's not pulling up anymore. Gear going up. I'm full back on the stick. Or on my yoke, full back. Alright. We're climbing kinda. Let's see if we can get navs on, or AP on. We got caution. Let's go heading mode on. AP. will not arm. Why? Trimming up now. Why is AP not arming? Alright. Uh-oh, why is... Okay, what's going on? Why are we dropping down, though? We need to be going up. We need to be going up, plane. Immediately. We're stalling out. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Throwing throttle in. What the hell is going on? Alright, at least we're climbing now, but... I don't understand what is going on. Icing effect, maybe. Let's turn off auto throttle. I'm giving it max throttle. I don't have any icing warning though, so I don't think it's icing. Alright, let's see what's going on now. Let's see if we can go autopilot now. Okay, maybe we have some progress here. Make a turn to the left, or sorry, to the right. Try to intercept the glide slope, or not glide slope, the nav path. Okay, auto throttle back on. Speed is set. Let's go N1 actually. I guess we can't. Flaps can come up one notch. Stalling out again. Why? Alright, I think this plane has some serious issues with it. Like, we're only climbing up 1,000 feet. Let's look and see if there's any icing. Yeah, we got some ice going on. So are the prop... Is it not... What's going on? I have them all on. Side heats, all that, window heat. All the icing's on. So is that broken? Okay, we're over 210 now, so we can go next flaps up. Well, I guess full flaps already up. Can we go VNAV now? God, it's been a disaster. A disaster. So the takeoff was very similar to what what happened yesterday for me, with the exception of this time at least I can get off the ground. I couldn't get off the ground yesterday. I don't understand the icing though. And now is it going to intercept the... Okay, so it's LNAV's on now. Was on a leading edge as well, probably not working. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the temp's not great in that area. Let me see what the weather currently is. Temp right now is 4 Celsius, winds are up to 19 knots. And snow and wind. Oh, -4, sorry, -4 Celsius. So it's cold, it's a freaking cold time, but it's not enough to not bring a plane. Or to not fly an aircraft. Have to step away, catch you later. Thanks, Fry, thanks for coming in. Edwin, thanks for coming in. Welcome in. We're flying the new, we're attempting to fly the... we're attempting to fly the new Asobo Max in Flight Sim 2024. As you can see, we're all iced up here. For whatever reason. Icing just won't go away. We tried the iFly earlier, but it just seems to stall out on the load up, which is unfortunate because I really want to fly that plane in this sim. I think the next flight might just have to be in the Inabuilds 320 if I do another airliner flight. We are struggling really hard to climb. A really, really hot cloud. Yeah, the clouds are really cool. Clouds are cool for sure. It's a very nice looking plane. Alright, landing lights are off. We're over 10,000. Turn that to auto. Off. Oh, forgot the wheel wells. Holy cow. Brightness. Like, I'm not missing anything, right? Window heat are on. All are on. Anti-fog on. Wing light on. Pumps are all on. Packs are on. Bleeds are off. We're on the gens. Fuel's on. Everything is set the way it's supposed to. And we're trying to climb to 290 knots, and we're struggling. We're not too heavy because we did check that earlier, and we're actually underweight from what SimBrief is saying. I'm not sure how to remember. I don't remember how to get to that. Yeah, I don't remember how to get to that. Is that right here? It's not N1. It's not route. That's program. Yeah, I don't remember. So I don't know. I'm a bit confused. I think it's the icing. I think it's the icing, like you were saying. Anyway, let's start planning our arrival if we can actually make it there. Runway 30 left is our expected arrival. Alright, so 10:23 for the minimums. Okay, so at least they got that going in this plane. Like, the minimums are a lot better than the iFly one without making any changes. Minimums of that. Radio is going to be 10.3. I'm setting that up on my Stream Deck. Okay, got that set. And then landing runway 84 for the altitude. So we'll do 8. And we're struggling just to get up to 290. Oh boy. The thing is, I think we're overloaded with fuel. But I don't know how to change that. In here, at least. And I don't see a... I don't see a fuel option. This is just tablet. So I don't know how to send this to the plane. Estimated takeoff weight. We were expecting 14... I lost it now. I think it's 148 or something. So we're under takeoff weight. But the fuel here is 2980. So I feel like we're way over fuel, but how do you send this to the plane? I don't want to click on anything right now. Let's go down here really quick and engine, system, info, no info available. That's nice. I know there's a way to empty the fuel. I don't know how to do that either, though. Look at that, we're barely hanging on to 10,000 here. This is crazy. So I don't know, it could be a combination of fuel and the icing. I don't understand why the icing's not doing this job, though. Thankfully, it's a nice short hop. Weather in Minneapolis is just as crappy, it looks like. Actually, yeah, it's about crappy. Got scattered and broken. We got some light snow. Temperatures slightly colder. Gusting up to 21. So, yeah, it's pretty crappy. Pretty crappy. Oh, maybe it was the speed brakes that were screwing things up there? I forgot I didn't have those. I had those arms still. That can't be it. We're hauling ass, though. It still has the icing issue going on. We're definitely not going to make it to flight level 29 now. Because at Bainey... Let's see, Bainey... What are we between 19 and 16? Or sorry, 19 and 15. So let's just go 19. We'll go 19. Top of climb is right there. Well, at least we're climbing at least now. So the speed brakes won't allow me to get over 10,000 for the most part. I'm surprised they don't disarm. Rather peculiar. So we also found out that pushback Pro, or whatever it's called, does not work currently, at least in 2024. And judging by the history of Aerosoft, it may never work. We know how they did not want to update the CRJ. They've been saying it's going to be updated forever. Oh yeah, maybe I misread, because it looks like the iFly simply does not work. I was looking at the Discord again for the iFly. I swore it said it worked. Alright, standard. Why can't I click standard pressure? Alright, standard pressure now set. Alright, minus the weird icing issue that won't go away. And the weird FPS performance issue. Like, it's 70, but should be better. Alright, we are also at top of climb, right? So looking on down here, Bainey 1511, so we can set 11 for the altitude. Okay, and then we can click this little button here if we can, maybe. Bam. And that should we're gonna maintain there. Alright, there it goes. It's working. $20, $15, okay. $19. I'm not sure where it's gonna go down to. I'm a little concerned. Bainey at 15, so maybe we're dropping down there. We'll keep an eye on it. So are Aerosoft planes a big part of this release? No. I don't think they have any planes for this release. Oh, we need to try the Twin Otter. Sobo bought out the Twin Otter from Aerosoft, from my understanding. So Hans, who also made the ATR for Microsoft Flight Sim, worked on the Twin Otter for 2024. So we have to hop in that Otter at some point as well. What the Sobo should do is they should go give some money to Boris and have him do all the sounds for all the aircrafts. Maybe like offer an in-marketplace, whatever, sound pack, $5 each plane or something, whatever, something like that, so it's beneficial. Boris does amazing sounds. The CRJ sound pack he has, the E-Jet as default, his stuff, the Cessna, his sounds are incredible. Flat out incredible. Yeah, this plane is really weird. So one thing for sure, I gotta figure out the weight or the fuel stuff. That's an issue. This icing, I don't know if that's just a bug. I don't know. I'm confused by that. Outside that, like, it flies. We're doing our first commercial flight. Flight Sim 2024. I'd much rather have the iFly right now, but fortunately that does not work. It probably won't work for a little bit. That's fine though. That's fine. That 408 is really, really cool. I had a lot of fun flying it. Well, that trim wet is like going crazy. It's not following the restrictions here, I don't think, either. Because we shouldn't be this low. So from the list, if you had a choice, a daily flyer, which would be your choice? From the list of 2024 or 2020? In 2020, if we're talking GA stuff, the Kodiak has been my go-to plane for sure. I love that plane. It's a great plane. For airliners in 2020, it's tough because I absolutely love the iFly 737 MAX, but the Phoenix 319 is amazing as well. So those two planes, I can't decide between one of them. It'd be so difficult. 2024 GA, so far I have tried a handful of stuff. I've tried the PC-12 NXG, I tried the Cessna 400, the 408, and of course the 172, 152. Tried a couple other oddball ones, but right now that 408 is really cool. That's a really, really cool aircraft. And I think that's only part of the Premium Deluxe version, if I am not mistaken. I think it's from the Premium Deluxe version. Alright, Bainey, we're supposed to be between 19 and 15, but it's not. Yeah, so there's definitely a bug here. It's not following restrictions. I do wonder who was part of the beta test team, though, for Flight Sim. Because obviously the main content creators out there, either they just had an NDA and they couldn't talk about it, or they just weren't part of it. And it's wild to think that they didn't really have any, like 2020 had at least 2 rounds beta testing. They had closed ones for NDAs, and I thought they had an open one at the end, towards the end of it. More of like the server test. But this one, all we had was that stress test. That was it. There was no, like, apply here for a closed alpha. Which blows my mind away. Because they did a lot of changes to the sim. The ground effects is one of the big ones. The transfer between flying and landing is not as aggressive as it was. I don't think it's anything close to as aggressive as it was before. The change was so different that it was sometimes very difficult to land planes. And I really have yet to have a situation where, like in 2020, where it was just a hard landing because of the change in the physics. Alright, next restriction is 11,000, and then we got 7,000. So while we are on our approach here into Minneapolis, I'll be right back in about a minute and a half here. Alright, how we looking? Looking pretty good at Sager. Gonna be 8,000, so let's go ahead and program 8,000.
Another subscriber.
Hey, thanks for the subscription. Really, very, very much appreciate it. Alright, dropping down to 8,000 soon. And speed restrictions, 210 coming up. 210 is... where the hell is 210 going to be at? Right up here, it looks like. Okay, so, yep, okay, so it's... looks like this restrictions in there. We are decelerating, so that's looking good. It's following the speed restrictions. Let's get the landing lights going on. All good there. Looking grand. Okay, looks like it might be following a restriction now? Maybe? No, because it's still off. I don't know. That's so weird. The sun clearly is not helping with our icing issue. We have a little ice buildup here. We're throttling up now. Okay, what the hell? I feel like this plane has some issues, needs some love. I'm no Max Pro by any means, but I do feel there's some issues. It's weird that it had dropped down to a restriction, speed restriction. 274 at GEP. We want to be at 250 at 10,000. So let's see if it descends us down. From here to here we have a disco. So we should be able to just clear that out. And then we can clear out that vector. Okay. Should be grand. Should be grand. Let's see. We'll see how our first landing is going to be here in an airliner. The only thing I've done with the Mac so far is kind of walked around it, started it up once. I couldn't get it off the ground, so this is definitely the farthest. The farthest I've gotten with it. Does look really nice though. Like obviously, like I was saying earlier, is the lighting, the ray tracing light, shadows. It just makes it more cleaner, more natural. Someone said that they're working on an update, but I don't know if that's an update for 2024 or an update to the servers. So that remains to be seen. Okay, so we have an altitude restriction, a speed restriction here. So we're dropping down to 250. And then at KYQU we have another one. And let's see if we have a 9,000 restriction coming up. So we want to be at 8,000 here at Mauer. I'm just curious if we're actually going to get there or not. It's only 2,000 feet, so I'm not in any panic mode. I want to see what the distance is between this, whatever this is, propel, and Mauer. Looks like it might be 16. Yeah, about 16. Okay. I'm gonna try to intervene again. Okay, so now maybe... Okay, we're starting our descent now. Okay. Didn't work the first time around, so I'm not sure why. There's no weight screen. It's all done through the EFB, through the tablet. But again, I don't know how to send the weight to the plane, because just adding it in there doesn't seem to change it, or at least the fuel. Like, there's no button that says send to the thingy. These are maps. This is yeah, these are all maps. The only thing I can see is down here at the bottom, send a route to the send route to avionics. So when we get down to the ground, I'll try to hit one of those buttons and see if that does it. Okay, we're at our 210 restrictions now, so that's looking good. Is the icing cleared up? It's hard to tell. Oh hell, I might have cleared up. Look at that. A little icing here. Oh, maybe not. I can see a little bit of that issue there still, though. Can't fully tell. Alright, next restriction. We don't have any altitudes, though. 3,000. So we can go ahead and set 3 in here. Okay, all is grand. Okay, so it's maintaining 8, that's good. That's what it's supposed to do. Once we get past there, though, on Jenny should allow us to descend again. What I don't understand is I had to arm the speed brakes for takeoff the first time I used this plane. I don't think you're supposed to do that, though. I don't on the IMAX. It seems weird that you would, because you'd want to have as much speed as you can. Oh, what's going on now? We need flaps. All right, let's intervene here and let's just maintain our own speed. I don't know what this plane wants to do with the speed. Let's maintain 190 for now. Altitude's good. Actually, we're not descending, so let's go into VS mode, and let's drop down. Let's see, where do we want to be at 3,000? At Narco, right up there. So I think 1,000 should be about fine. We'll maintain, we'll watch the VS. See how we do there. I'll go flaps 5. Even though more drag can require us to have more throttle in. Upon landing, we're going to exit to the right. I'm very glad this was not a Beyond ATC flight. Would have been a disaster. I'm going to do another setup. I'm not going to do the full flight. I'm going to do another setup, though, in this plane. I'll try, like, somewhere down south in the U.S. Although we can do... we can do New Zealand or something, too. Well, I'm trying to find something cool. I mean, sorry, not cool. Warm. So I think South U.S. would be fine. Maybe even South America somewhere, but maybe we'll do Miami or something just to test. I just want to see if we can have a successful takeoff. Because so far I'm 0 for 2 having a smooth departure. Yeah, so we still have the icing on the windshield for sure. You can see the effects right there. It's very hard to see on the stream probably, but it's definitely there still. But hey, on the plus side, we're I think gonna make our first successful landing. Alright, let's go ahead and mess with the VS a little bit. We don't need to go down this much anymore, so let's go 8. Actually, let's go 7. 7 should be alright. Maintain our speed still until we get around the corner. We're picking up the DME at 16. Yeah, I think the fuel wave's not being... Well, I don't think the fuel is being transferred from the tablet to the actual cockpit. Like, you know, in 2020 where you can hit the little button up here for the weights and fuel? There is no button anymore. That's gone. So it must be all through the tablet. But we're going to test that when we land. Well, I guess we can test it at Miami, too. I'll set up a sim brief flight. Kind of the same thing like this, but we're not going to do the full flight. We're just going to test the departure. I'm going to set it up right now, actually. So, sim brief. We're going to say we're departing Miami. Let's say we're going to do a Tampa flight. And we're going to do a max 8. Alright, so go ahead and get that calculated. Alright, that's all good. Making our corner here, all's looking really, really good. We're going to pull back the VS a little bit. Let's go 300. We'll intercept the localizer and then make our arrival. It'll be interesting to see how this plane lands. Okay, looking good. We should be intercepting the localizer momentarily. Let's go and arm that. It'll be interesting how the glide slope works on here as well. I think we're going to increase the VS a little bit as well. Let's go 500. Okay, all looking pretty good. Localizer should be any moment now. Alright, localizer's been captured. Approach is armed. And let's see if we capture a glide slope, which will be super important for this IFR flight. And about, let's say about 7 nautical miles out, we will drop to gear. Okay, so all's looking pretty decent so far. Now we just need to capture that localizer. Set that for approach. Okay, out hold is where we are. That's fine because we want to be at 3,000 here at Narco. We can't see jack squat outside. Okay, so we're intercepting the localizer. I mean the glide slope here path. So that's looking good as well. Altimeter's been checked and set. Alright, glide slope has been captured. Okay, speed coming down, flaps are coming down, gears coming down. We're on final, all looking grand. Alright, flaps 25 and flaps 30 coming. I'm not sure what our V is supposed to be. 142. I'm gonna keep it 149 just so we have a little bit more speed coming in. I have the ground, I don't have a runway. It's also really weird. This is so weird. Look at this. I don't know, look at the icing. I think you're right with the icing. I think there's something going on with that. It's fighting really hard with this pitch. Maybe I should give it a little bit more speed to work with. Let's go 155. Okay, I see a runway.
500.
Holy Christ, kind of see a runway. Alright, let's bring back that speed a little bit. Alright, runway in sight. AP off. My aircraft.
400.
Bring up the nose a little bit. Very difficult to see. A little high now.
200.
Really high.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Alright. Well, we landed. It wasn't beautiful. Welcome to Minneapolis, everyone. Surprisingly, no one died on this flight. I don't like the turning on this plane at all. You're gonna have some pretty extensive maintenance write-ups. Yeah, for sure. Alright, flaps are all coming up. Alright, well. We'll just park on over here. It's a wild flight. A very weird, wild flight. And braking. Alright. Let's go. I don't even know how do we get ground power back on? APU bleed on. I'm gonna start the GPU. Let's see, request route from avionics, send route to avionics. I didn't mess with that. You see, it's not messing with the weights at all. Auto, nothing. So there has to be another way to set the weights in here. I hear the APU firing up. Let's turn the packs off. APU on. Okay, and then go down here, engine cutoffs. Did Volanta give me a score? Let's see, Volanta, where are you? End flight. View flight. $500. That's not so bad. That's not great, but what's going on there? Speed brakes are broken. Alright, either way, this is a weird flight. Very weird. What is that? Oh, that's one. Must be how I came in. Huh, that's kind of cool. Alright, let's end flight. Alright, now we're gonna try. We're gonna try loading up in... Maybe. If it's not frozen. Try loading up in, Miami. but there's a chance it's frozen. Oh, maybe not. Nope, nope, we're fine. Alright, so let's do this flight, or this plane, in Miami. And we're gonna go at a gate. Departure. Alright, EFB. So maybe you have to do the fuel ahead of time? Let's try that. So... taxi fuel... Wait, hold on a second. Let me get my PDF. Alright, block fuel, taxi fuel 420. Already set. Extra fuel, we don't need that. And reserve fuel. Alright, here we go. So we want to do our fuel, which is going to be 9866. And that brings us to 1042. So we're over 200 somehow. Trip fuel, I guess, is screwing things up. Probably, yeah. Alright, let's try that. And then let's go to payload. This is going to be 184 with passengers. And cargo is going to be 10120. Alright, so max 145. Empty 99. So we're overweight. Total payload 42. That's over 300. 08 is under. It's supposed to be 145. Estimated landing weight 152. Oh, that's right on. That's off by 500, but that's fine. Okay, so those are all fine. Now let's do KMIA to KTPA. All right, we're going to Tampa. Departure runway, we're expecting 26 left. And arrival 19 right. So what I'm doing here, we're going to send this to the avionics. Okay, so what I'm hoping this test is going to do is give me my actual fuel correctly. IFR flight registration. Let's just do all this stuff in case this is what's wrong. We are United. United Airlines. Maybe I don't need to do all this. We can do 516. Flight number 516. Call sign 516. Nav. What's builder mean? I don't know what that means. Schedule. Good, good, good. Okay, whatever. Should be fine. That's all fine. Let's stopwatch. You don't need that. Okay. What's this? Flight level 26. 260. And we're going to close that. And let's fly. Okay, let's see what happens. It's kind of cool, like the clouds over, you can see like the clouds coming. Like the airport's down there. I don't know if that's Tampa or not. Let me see what the weather is in Tampa. Or, I mean Miami, sorry. Not great. Weather's just crappy all over the US apparently. We are in MVFR status right now. Miami saying gusting up to 12. Broken clouds at 2,800. Clouds all the way up to 25,000. But no rain. So it's just a really cloudy day. Tampa's all clear though. It's still loading. You can see the little circle guy going there. So I'm just gonna be patient. See if it will load in. This is the first time we've ever been in Miami, I think, in the sim. I'm gonna look at Discord, see if there's anything going on there. See if anyone's reporting some issues. Not really seen any complaints at this moment. I see the airport. I'm gonna hit the back button. Maybe I broke everything now. Might have to do another restart. I'll be patient, because last time this happened, it loaded in. Oh, no, though, this is... Let's look at the task manager. We were using the CPU. Only 7%, but we are using the CPU. We'll give it a minute. It's only using 6% of that CPU though, so... I have a feeling it crashed out. Yeah, because it's not even... Yeah, I think it crashed out. I'm just gonna kill it. Just gonna kill it. Whoops. But on the bright side, like I've been able to get in. Knock on wood, it stays that way. Good luck and fingers crossed for a stable climb. Yeah, that's all I just want a stable climb. I don't know if the icing issue was actually the issue at the last flight. I don't know if it was a user error or a combination of issues. I do strongly feel that the icing is broken. Because again, it was cold out, but not cold enough where a plane can't, especially a Max, can't de-ice itself. And it just would not rectify. And I had them on from the get-go. It's not like I waited too long. Like even with the at the beginning of the flight with the Cessna, the 408, like it was icing in that too, but it cleared up. Once I clicked on the icing stuff, it took a little bit, but it cleared up. This just did not. That last flight did not whatsoever. And it's hard for me to really compare the 2020 launch to the 2024 launch, because when 2020 launched, I was moving, so I didn't have a lot of chance to use it in that time frame. I moved to a different city, new state, so taking time to unpack, getting the internet set up, I started a new job, so there's a lot of things going on where I don't... It's a blur. It's a blur to me. Real world, there is a storm between departure and arrival to the west, I believe. Oh, really? You're gonna see if you can find a blimp today? Funny enough, I watched a streamer called Kip last night, and he attempted to get the blimp in the air, but after major failures, he said the hell with it and quit too. The blimp is just, it's a complex thing. It's a complex thing. I can maybe try the hot air balloon though. There's all kinds of special key bindings for the blimp. I want to try the Twin Otter. See how that goes. It's already faster than it was yesterday. We're at 17%, so when I restarted earlier, it was about 3 minutes to get in, which is on par about for 2020. Blimps are planes too. All right, loading the packages. I don't know what sim objects are. Is that my... No, that's not my community folder, because it was doing that before I even had that registered. All right, we're gonna try this Miami thing again. I should probably remove the iFly and the pushback helper. Why is it the max? Oh yeah, that's right. Because that's, yeah, that makes sense. We don't want the business jet though. Why is it default to the business jet? Listen here, I'm a newbie with blimps. Oh, and it just crashed. It just crashed. Fantastic. All right, let's do this real quick. Let's go there, and let me really quick go into my new community folder for Flight Sim 2024. And I'm going to clear out the max, because we know the max does not work right now, unfortunately. So we'll clear that out. And then we know that the pushback helper does not work either. Okay, so we don't know about the other... I haven't tried the PMDG yet, nor the... what was the other one? Kodiak yet. But we know the Kodiak does work to a point. Is that a cat in a box? Any good blimp streamers? There was a company called Blimpies. Blimpies. Blimpies subs. There you go. There you go. There's your blimp. The blimp. Turkey roast beef. Roast beef. There's your blimp. There's your America's sub shop Blimpy. 60 years. It goes great with Pringles. I did 3 or 4 flights in the career mode yesterday. Pretty cool. The thing that I wonder, and a couple other people have been wondering, is if it gets rid of some of the assistant stuff as the missions progress in difficulty. So I might do that before ending the stream today. I do need to make progress with that so I can do some of the cool agricultural stuff and firefighter, what's it called? Water fighting, fire, water. Can't think of the word now. I wonder how those helicopter things fly. I want to do the photographer stuff too at some point. There's so much to look at, so much to do, and I keep forgetting. So is everything in the cloud? Yes. Everything is in the cloud. You will have the ability, once they launch the marketplace, to download the planes to your system, but everything is in the cloud. I don't know what's part of the initial download, the little 10 gig download. I don't know what's part of that. Maybe it's like the world, but it's just green and blue, you know, for land and water. I don't know. And then maybe assets to, you know, for the menu and all that jazz, but it's not a lot. Alright, let's try this again now, shall we? The Boeing Max, that's what we want. This is the Asobo version, because I just cleared out the other one. Config. We want the business, livery, United, and it crashed again. Wow. Wow. Okay, well. This plane really hates us. Well, I'm determined to at least try to see if I can get this plane off the ground. So, we will just keep the default livery, because apparently it doesn't want to use the United right now, because for whatever reason, it's against United. My question is it crashing because the servers are struggling, so it's trying to get that livery, but it can't? Maybe the livery was moved for some weird reason. Maybe they're transferring crap in the back end. Okay, so there's a workaround to get the PMDG to work. It's a weird workaround. It's wild, it still just blows my mind that they didn't give like PMDG and the Phoenix team more time to bring those planes over. It's just wild. It's not like 2 people fly those planes. Those are huge. it makes me just wonder, like, do they really just want to roll this out super slow? I don't know. It's wild to think. Like, one of the big selling points for 2020 is their openness to third-party developers. Very few games out there, I know it's not called a game, it's a sim, but very few of them out there are really open to the community with third-party stuff. Very few. And I know X-Plane is, of course, that's, you know, 1-to-1 ratio when it comes to flight simming, but very few developers are out there open to third-party stuff. And Asobo has said, at least with 2020, they're very big with that, and then 2024 was going to expand it even further. But to not give access to your biggest developers earlier access to 2024 to ensure their planes are properly working from day one is just astonishing. All right, I am not messing with the livery. We're just gonna plan a flight. All right, so we're gonna depart from Miami, and it was runway 26 left. We are gonna go to Tampa. Arrival 19 right, and we're going to be cruising at 26. Okay, so we have that all set. Now let's go back to fuel. Final reserve. Oh crap, I closed that out. Oh, I have my ops here. Okay. All right, taxi fuel is 420. Final reserve is, I'm guessing this is block. I know this is takeoff probably, so 9866, so block 42. It's over 200. This trip fuel, I don't know what that is, but whatever. All right, then we're gonna go to payload. Passengers was, what was it? Passengers, weights. 184. And cargo, payload, cargo. It's 10. Let's just do that. That's off though, that's wrong. Let me just look at the sim brief site. Cargo is supposed to, yeah, that's right, 10-1, okay. And the weights, oh, what the hell? Passengers disappeared. Passengers was 184. What the hell? Okay. Okay, well, we can't do passengers. That's lovely. Okay, and then, so let's just, what the hell with passengers. We're gonna file the flight plan. What, maybe we can do passengers now. Where's the passengers at? Nope, for whatever reason, it does not want passengers. All right, and then, where's the other button at? We're going to send this to the avionics. I don't know if that actually does what it's supposed to do or not. We don't want to take off on the runway. We want to take off... Oh, wrong place. We want to take off on the taxiway. Or not taxiway, the gate. So set departure. Alright, Let's go. What's this button do? That's just for the map. Let's see if we can fly and not crash. The sim. Or crash, I guess. The flight at all, either. Any idea what the actual size is fully installed if not cloud-based? If not cloud-based? Oh god, it'd be huge. It'd be massive. Like, I think the actual install of the base sim is like 30 gigabytes or something. I think it's struggle. I think the servers are struggling to at least load the world. I think that's what's going on, because I got all blurry here. We'll let it sit here and see what happens. I don't know. It's not looking grand, guys. I don't know if it's again, I don't know if it's the stupid plane that's causing issues or not either. I think this is plane. I think this plane's like busted for some reason. If I hit back, it's just gonna crash everything again. Jeez Louise. Alright, well, let's try something else, because apparently we just can't freaking fly this plane right now. That plane is so bugged out. We were at least able to do a flight with it, but after that initial flight, we can't change the livery because it crashes the sim. Now we can't get into an actual flight at all. Let's try the Twin Otter. If we can load into it. Let's try the Twin Otter. That's wild. It's a shame. Like, it looks really good. The Max looks really good from a Sobo. It's just it has just so many issues with it. I understand it's their most complex plane that they've released. Oh, actually, people are reporting they can't get into airports. So it might not be just related to the Max. Either way, I'm not risking going into the Max again. We're not doing that again. We will try the Otter. If it loads. If it doesn't load, we'll try another career flight. And then I'll probably call it for the stream. I'll probably end up spending the next week just doing career stuff, honestly. If I can't do the airliner stuff, which is what I've enjoyed doing the past several months, I guess last 2 years probably, more like it. I'm not comfortable yet in doing a world tour. I don't feel this sim is stable enough for a world tour. So I'll probably just try working on the career stuff. Because it's been fun. It was fun the little bit I used it yesterday. The voices are weird. It's using AI voices for talking, and you can definitely tell it's AI. It's not like 11 Labs. It's their own Azure stuff they're using probably. But, you know, it's not bad. It's just, you can clearly tell it's AI. It would be cool if you can change the name of your pilot, though, because it's grabbing your username. Surprisingly, it does Luxurio correctly. I suppose I also do need to check the PMDG at some point. But first up is going to be the Twin Otter. I don't even remember how to start the damn Twin Otter. It's been so long since I've flown that plane. Alright, start. It's free flight. No to the max. And let's see if we can find, is it going to be under Otter? Nope. Twin? Nope. DH. No, what is it? D. Is that the Otter? Yeah, it's the Otter. Config the Otter. Alright, so we got wheels, liveries, got a shark. Let's go with the shark. Oh, let's go shark. Here's where you can set your payload. Oh, so maybe you have to do it through here first? That's wild. I'll have to see whenever the damn max works again. Alright, let's just go to Miami again. Let's go to Miami. And let's just depart over here somewhere. That's cargo, actually. Let's go over here. And let's see if we can get into Miami. Miami. I know Volanta. Yeah, it might not be a max issue. It might just be a sim issue now. I can't get into an airport, maybe. I'll be patient. I'll give it 2 minutes. See what happens. You see how, like, it blurs out here? Like, the airport's starting to blur out, and now the surrounding area is starting to blur out. Yeah, I hope they do as well. I'm gonna be patient. I'm hoping that I can get in. Hey, if not, I have 2020 installed still. I can have all kinds of fun in 2020. 2020 works just fine. It's a shame that, you know, can't fully use 2024 right now. But it's not like Flight Sim's going anywhere. I'll still have it. Still have fun with it. But I got a couple hours this morning out of it at least, right? We'll give it another 2 minutes. If not, we'll end the stream, call it a day. I'll go eat an early lunch. And then I'll try it again, hour or two. See if I can get in. Yeah, I didn't have this issue at all yesterday. This is a whole different issue. Maybe it's only affecting certain regions, certain servers as well. Well, it was fun while we had it. Either way, today we learned that the 408 is really, really cool. It's, I think, going to be my go-to aircraft, at least for the default aircrafts. I had a blast with it. Really, really cool. I got to figure out, do some research on takeoff speeds and landing speeds, that kind of jazz. There was a couple issues with the autopilot. It wouldn't maintain altitude. Could be the Honeycomb Bravo interfering with some things. Could be just, you know, issues with the aircraft itself. But it looks really, really cool. Sounds fun. Handles really nicely. It's a pleasure to fly. I really like that plane. And as more liveries come out, it'll be really, really cool as well. So I'm happy with that. I'd like to try the Otter at some point. But clearly it's not going to be right now. So it's been fun today. I do appreciate everyone that stopped in. It's a really fun, a fun stream, and we'll do another one tomorrow. Maybe even later today, but highly unlikely. I just kind of want to do short little streams as the week goes on. And there's other big streamers out there who are covering it a lot more in detail than me. So those are guys I'm going to go watch throughout the day here. But again, thanks everyone for watching. Do appreciate it, and we will see you hopefully tomorrow if the stream is working. And I do have a couple of videos I think in the pipeline coming out as well, so go ahead and check those out on the channel, and we'll see you next time. Take care.